money can enable you to live a better life. Only when you budget and save before you spend. Act now. Learn how to manage your income and expenditure correctly at the Banking Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19. Be money smart. Be part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Visit www.yourmoneycan.or.ug. Brought to you by the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, UIBFS.
The Housing Finance Bank mobile banking, online banking, school pay, bank assurance and MasterCard payment platform. The new standard of digital banking.
Housing Finance Bank. We make it easy.
Your money can help you achieve your dreams only when you save every time you earn. Learn how to keep part of your income to help you, your family and business manage through emergencies like COVID-19 at the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19, how to prepare for similar emergencies in the future, how to create an emergency account, and how to save to achieve your dreams.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month.
We are humbled to have you this morning. We apologize for the late start. The morning heavy downpour couldn't allow us to get this on time. But for those who are here, I'm here to inform you that our breakfast is ready. So according to my program, we should be enjoying our breakfast right now. It is right outside there as we're coming in, and therefore I'm going to request that we head for breakfast. Thank you very much. Hello? Okay. Breakfast is ready, like I said, and my teams are ushering the tables to the serving points. We should be able to start officially in the next 20 minutes. Thank you very much.
How was your day?
Great.
Did you pay the bills?
Abby did it.
And the plumber?
Abby did it.
Send money to your mom?
Abby did it.
Who's Abby?
Abby.
Bank on WhatsApp with Abby, your 24/7 digital personal banker. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
Did you take dinner out the freezer?
Become a Centenary Bank customer and open an instant Center Express savings account on your phone for your friends and family. Validate the mobile number and SIM registration of the new customer using *197# or *216#. Go on to Center mobile app, log into the menu and select Center Express. Take a clear picture of the front of the new customer's national ID and their signature. Enter the phone number and address of the new customer and the account opening deposit. Submit the OTP the new customer will receive via SMS to complete the account opening. The new customer will receive an SMS with details of the Center Express account opened, the Center mobile PIN and agent banking PIN. The new customer can then complete the account opening process by dialing *211#. You will receive your commission instantly. So, open a Center Express savings account today in 5 minutes with no paperwork, no account charge, and without visiting the bank. The Center Express savings account is a product of Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
To live a better life. Only when you budget and save before you spend. Act now. Learn how to manage your income and expenditure correctly at the Banking Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19. Be money smart. Be part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Visit www.yourmoneycan.or.ug. Brought to you by the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, UIBFS.
Housing Finance Bank mobile banking, online banking, school pay, bank assurance, and MasterCard payment platform. The new standard of digital banking.
Housing Finance Bank. We make it easy.
Your money can help you achieve your dreams only when you save every time you earn. Learn how to keep part of your income to help you, your family and business manage through emergencies like COVID-19 at the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19, how to prepare for similar emergencies in the future, how to create an emergency account, and how to save to achieve your dreams. Be money smart. Be part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Visit www.yourmoneycan.or.ug. Brought to you by the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, UIBFS.
Please make those payments and take dinner out the freezer. Enjoy your day off.
How was your day?
Great.
Did you pay the bills?
Abby did it.
And the plumber?
Abby did it.
Send money to your mom?
Abby did it.
Who's Abby?
Abby.
Bank on WhatsApp with Abby, your 24/7 digital personal banker. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
Did you take dinner out the freezer?
Become a Centenary Bank customer and open an instant Center Express savings account on your phone for your friends and family. Validate the mobile number and SIM registration of the new customer using *197# or *216#. Go on to Center mobile app, log into the menu and select Center Express. Take a clear picture of the front of the new customer's national ID and their signature. Enter the phone number and address of the new customer and the account opening deposit. Submit the OTP the new customer will receive via SMS to complete the account opening. The new customer will receive an SMS with details of the Center Express account opened, the Center mobile PIN and agent banking PIN. The new customer can then complete the account opening process by dialing *211#. You will receive your commission instantly. So, open a Center Express savings account today in 5 minutes with no paperwork, no account charge, and without visiting the bank. The Center Express savings account is a product of Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Your money can enable you to live a better life only when you budget and save before you spend. Act now. Learn how to manage your income and expenditure correctly at the Banking Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19. Be money smart. Be part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Visit www.yourmoneycan.or.ug. Brought to you by the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, UIBFS.
The Housing Finance Bank mobile banking, online banking, school pay, bank assurance, and MasterCard payment platform. The new standard of digital banking.
Housing Finance Bank. We make it easy.
Your money can help you achieve your dreams only when you save every time you earn. Learn how to keep part of your income to help you, your family and business manage through emergencies like COVID-19 at the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Meet the financial experts. Learn how to deal with financial hardships like those caused by COVID-19, how to prepare for similar emergencies in the future, how to create an emergency account, and how to save to achieve your dreams. Be money smart. Be part of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month. Visit www.yourmoneycan.or.ug. Brought to you by the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, UIBFS.
Please make those payments and take dinner out the freezer. Enjoy.
Yes, good morning once again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I'm going to interrupt your breakfast, but I won't stop you from taking. I want to welcome you this morning to this lovely event, an event that I think we have been waiting for in a rather troublesome 2020. But before we start, allow me to request all of us to humble ourselves, and then we kickstart with a word of blessing such that we can have a fruitful session, holy-wise. Thank you. Lovingly Father, we come to you this hour asking for your blessings and help as we are gathered here this morning. We pray for guidance in matters at hand and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Give us the desire to find ways to excel in our works. Amen. Thank you. Now, with that word of prayer, I think I'm more than confident to say that we're officially going to start. We shall not wait for all the tables to fill up because the morning downpour has been terrible, and I'm certain the jam is tight. But then again, we cannot do a disservice to people who are already here. And since our heads, captains of the industry are here with us, we can kick off. My name is Lambert, and I'm happy and humbled to be your director of programs this morning. And my call is going to be simple. We are going to try to be as brief as possible because when I look at the program, we're already within other people's time. And then also, like we all know, we are still in an environment that is hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, so I will insist and request that we keep our distance. The good thing, the setup is okay, but let's make sure we mask up. Please keep your masks on. It's very important. And also, if you have sanitizers, please make sure you are up with them. COVID is real, and if you think it's not real, then you haven't been in the country. This morning, our program is going to be as brief, and I will not run through it, but I'll be guiding you on what is coming up next. We are here today to launch the new Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services membership, and it is coming on a day whereby we have also been ramping up the Know Your Money campaign, and I believe we have all been a part of it. We have had so many discussions and dialogue on how to remind ourselves on how to use our money and understand our money better. We want to thank you for being very good partners and very good participants. We have to continue with this. Right about now, allow me to invite our CEO to come and give us her opening remarks and let the dialogue open up. A round of applause for Ms. Goretti as she comes up to share with us.
Thank you very much, Lambert. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think I want to hear more claps. When it's very cold like this, you need all the warmth, and especially when you have been running a big marathon. To the protocols, our guest of honor, the board chair of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, represented by Mr. Wilbert Owol, who is also the executive director of the Uganda Bankers Association, our international and regional partners, and I know that we have got the Alliance of African Institutes of Banking. I know that we have got the Institute of Banking of Kenya, the Kenya Institute of Banking, the Tanzania Institute of Banking, Thank you very much for joining us today. I know that you're online. Our strategic partners for the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month, starting with the Bank of Uganda, on whose foundation in terms of financial literacy that we run, the Uganda Bankers Association, who had all the members that actually supported this campaign, FSDU Uganda, Financial Sector Deepening Uganda, who helped us a great deal when it came to things to do with digital financial literacy. FITSPA also helped us a lot at the Digital Financial Literacy Summit. The Insurance Association of Uganda, Summit Consulting, our sponsors, led by the Platinum sponsor, Bank of Africa, and Gold sponsor, Absa Bank, who is here with us, Mr. Mumba, our Gold sponsors, our Bronze sponsors, and our speakers, and they are represented here by Madame Jane Nakato. The members of the media who are here today, we have heads of marketing, we have heads of HR, we've got the Senate, staff and management of the Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Once again, good morning. I want to thank God. I want to start by thanking God for having us here today, the way we are. And I want to commit us in His hands, even as we are. Interesting, isn't it? Thank you for making this possible. You've made it possible by supporting us all the way. You've made it possible by financing this. You've made it possible by participating. My apologies, I didn't remember to mention, we had some constant participants in the webinars. Madame Jemima Semakade, very accomplished. She was from there from the very first day to the last. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've embraced the month. You have been learning as we learned. Our mandate as the Institute is to promote professionalism and financial inclusion among providers and users of financial services. And today we are here to celebrate both. We are here for a big milestone of launching a new membership structure and membership program for the Institute, but we are here to also celebrate the end or wrap up of the Banking and Financial Services Awareness Month, which was the first of its kind for the Institute. Let me dwell a little bit on professionalism, because it's the big thing that we are here for. We know what professionalism is and what it brings. It brings pride, it brings satisfaction, it brings value to you as a person, as you bring value to the table. It's a door that opens many opportunities. Professionalism, really, you would say, and professionalization for that matter, is a process that occupations and trades go through to ensure that they turn that trade into true profession. And when you think of a profession, you're thinking about members, individuals that are coming together to ensure that they are competent in a particular skill, in a particular trade. And not only competent, that they also have integrity. They are bound together by standards. And that's what we call a profession. So the question you would ask, are we achieving that? Or are we in an occupation in the country? Or are we in a profession as a country? And we'll get to see that. Now, why are we concerned and why we chose to make sure that we change or review the membership program? We chose to review the membership program because at the moment we have about, and for a very long time, the membership program we have had started in 1990. The Institute has been around since 1967, when it was allied to, affiliated to the London Institute of Banking and Finance, then the Chartered Institute of Banking in London. And in 1990, we became autonomous. And when we became autonomous, we became a company registered as a limited by guarantee. And so we have got members. We've got our corporate members, we've got our individual members. Now, and individual members are where we are supposed to impart professionalism. And at the moment, we would say that the professional crop we have, those that have gone through professional training, are a limited 44 out of 15,000 staff that work in banking and finance. So the question I ask, are we in a profession or are we in an occupation or trade? We did some asking, dipstick research, and they would tell you less than 3% have ever had any sort of mentoring, any sort of continuous professional development. And that's where we are. That's why we felt that this was very, very, very important. So today, I want to welcome you to listen, to embrace and to enjoy the change. And I know that we have a number of HR people in the room. We have captains of the industry in the room. Mr. Ahmad Mahar, you're very welcome. Oh, he just moved out, and he's a member of the board as well. So I know, Mr. Mumba, you're in the room, and so many others. So I'm welcoming you to listen, embrace, and enjoy the change. I cannot leave the stage because Lambert has made it clear we have a lot to talk about today. I can't leave the podium without definitely taking you a little bit through the month. On the 10th of November, about 5 weeks ago, surprise, surprise, we were at the Sheraton to launch this month a concept that came together towards the end of August. So it was crazy, but we did it. We did it because we thought 2020 was going to be an exciting year, and then it ended up being the way it was. And we were very much on the verge of turning into 2021. And we had learned lots of lessons, all of us. As an institute that is responsible or whose mandate is financial inclusion, it became very clear that this was the time to support each other and to talk to people about money. And to say that it's not just money, it's your money, whatever the amount. And that's what we've been doing the entire period. Financial literacy, as it is supposed to be really the ability for you to understand and efficiently utilize your finances. On the other hand, financial inclusion, our mandate is really about making sure that finances are accessible and are affordable. But increasingly, it has been noted that even when you make financial services accessible, it doesn't mean that people will use them, because they don't have the money. Even if you make it affordable, yes, some people will have it for a moment and they won't have it the next moment. And actually, the month taught us a lot, that this applies to the elite, the educated and non-educated, to the poor and to the rich. As some of you must have noted when we were going through the whole entire process. It does not discriminate. The lack of financial literacy does not discriminate. It's just like COVID, it's like HIV. And on the other hand, personal finance is now where you're now looking at somebody who is able to manage their resources. And so it would imply that before you talk about financial inclusion, before you talk about financial literacy, or even as you talk about financial literacy, very important is personal financial management. And that's what we did. We based the month on personal financial management. We learned many things, and I know that one of us is going to come and wrap it up nicer for you. But a few things, tips. We learned about financial goals. And it will surprise you how many people do business strategies for their companies, even heads of businesses that go and do beautiful business plans for their companies they work for, and they don't have financial goals for themselves, let alone understand what that would be. We heard about all that. We heard about spending plans. A lot of the time people were talking about budgets, but somebody simplified and said, a spending plan. Start with a spending plan. We heard about the fact that we need to save every time we earn. And we heard about the fact that we were reminded that insurance, for that matter, you stand to benefit thousands more than you actually spend on it. And also, we learned how to make a decision or to choose whether to live to work or work to live. In the sense that when you choose to live to work, then you're going to work till 99, whenever you go. And yet, when you choose to work to live, you're going to work until such a time when you're still able to live without working. We learned all that. And lastly, we learned, shockingly, that 5% of retirees, only 5% of retirees, become financially independent. That was painful. Now, because financial management, and as we went along, it became very clear that personal financial management is not a thing, it's not something you learn. Actually, it's a behavior. So it became very clear that even when you choose to tell people save, there is the big issue of behavior. And therefore, it's not a one-time campaign. It is a sustained campaign. The way you talk about HIV, and I like to refer to that, it's a sustained campaign. And we want to thank Mad McCann that came up with that beautiful Your Money Can campaign, which we believe, even as we wrap up, is going to continue. It's causing conversations in your mind, at your home, at the workplace. Now, our speakers, we really thank you for all that we learned. We thank you, thank you, thank you. For the speaker that I see here and I know, she told us a lot about you. Start anywhere, start with anything, but just start. In fact, we learned that the difference between the people who have been successful in starting anything, any business, and those that are not in business is courage. She made it clear. They are not special. They are courageous, and you may not be courageous. Thank you very much for all the lessons. I want, once again, to thank our strategic partners. Thank you very much. I mentioned each and every one of you. To the members that supported us, that financed this, to make sure it happens, Bank of Africa, KCB Bank, Absa Bank, Equity Bank, Eco Bank, EFC, BRAC Uganda, Stanbic Bank, Housing Finance Bank, Pride Microfinance, Yuga Ford Microfinance, Finca Uganda, Bank of Baroda, Opportunity Bank, Bank of India, Nation Media Group, and so many others. We want to really thank you very much. Friends, with those very few words, I want to welcome you again. Hope that you can learn. We want to say that we also we felt it necessary to anchor the campaign on a portal. It's not going to run away. www.yourmoneycan.or.ug is there to stay. And we know that with our partners, we've agreed. The National Insurance Association has been an amazing partner and a strategic partner. And we have agreed that this is going to continue until it can't continue anymore. That's for generations. So we've also decided that we shall make that portal active, add new information as it comes, and we want to ask you to send your testimonies, your views, your everything onto that campaign. Let's learn together. Friends, thank you very much, and I welcome you to the rest of the meeting.
Thank you, Gority. Another round of applause for our CEO. Okay, right about now, we are going to listen to a few member experiences before we launch the new one. Let's first get to hear about how the experience has been for the current individual members that we have at the moment. And I will request that they will use only 2.5 minutes or so. I know you could have so many things to say. But allow me to invite Mr. Patrice Ochungroth to come and share with us. A round of applause for Mr. Patrice. I will tell you more about Patrice after he has shared his talk. And also, since I'm in charge of this session, I have a gift for you here, a very good mask from me, so you can, we can pick one. And I would request before you take over my microphone, you change it to that one, such that you are like me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Masters of Ceremonies. Thank you everyone who is here. As already indicated, I'm Patrice Ochungiroth. I'm currently a consultant with IPC, German, and International Project Finance. Consultant. I have been a tutor with the Institute of Banking and Financial Services since 2009. I would say the Institute is the one that ushered me into the world of consultancy. And since then, I have been in charge of short courses, professional courses, and academic courses. And I must say, I'm happy to be amongst those who ushered in the Certified Credit Management course from inception up to the end, delivering the whole suite of the training materials that we have at the Institute. Of course, there are so many things I would say about the Institute since 2009 when I joined, but chief amongst them is, I would say, the way they have remained professional in terms of courses in banking and the wide array of courses that they have offered, so much so that now so many people can find themselves within the banking sphere by going to the Institute. Things like the Bankers Magazine, which have now been regular, could be testimony to how far the Institute has gone. And Bwana CEO, on that, I really want to thank you and your team for tirelessly working on that. Somebody would ask, what would I say as areas of, I would say, progress that they need to make? I wouldn't point a finger at any, but I would just conclude by quoting Warren Buffett, who says that the world is moving so fast that big will no longer beat small, but the fast will beat the slow. So I think for the Institute, once you take that, you will beat everyone. It doesn't matter how small you are or how big you are, as long as you are slow, you will be beaten. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Patrice. A round of applause again for Patrice. I have so many good things to talk about Patrice, but because I don't have the platform, my CEO has not allowed me to say that, so I will leave it out for that. Right now, let me now request another gentleman to come and give us 3 minutes of his experience as a member, and that is none other than Jingo. Jingo, you don't have funds, I think, in this room, but I will. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director of Programs. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roland Jingo, an associate trainer of the Institute of Banking and Financial Services, and also a practicing accountant with Jingo and Partners. I was a student of the Institute in 2000, and we're enjoying the membership. And I've continued enjoying it up to today. From student member, I became an ordinary member, then became an associate member. And we've been getting magazines physically previously. Now we get e-magazines. We have had lectures that have enhanced us a lot. We have also enjoyed the Bankers Gala as members, and I was given the opportunity to be a team manager for about 6 years during that spell, and also winning medals and certificates is an addition for the members. On the side of the students, they are motivated to join the institution, and it has helped them a lot to also mobilize others to become promising bankers. I would like to thank the Institute for continuing to applicate the membership, and also would request that there's continuous professional development hours emphasized, because every professional body should have members who are up to date with the current market, and globally, it helps us to work in a very informed environment. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jingo. Please, let's give him another round of applause, such that he can realize that what he has told us is very important. Our last experience is from a gentleman who is in Cavalry right now. Is he ready? Is he there? Mr. Hero is not there, but as we get to him, we can now get to hear from our international partner from Nigeria, and let me request the team at the back to help us play that video. Do we have him? Okay, they're telling me it's a thumbs up, so we should be able. Thank you.
I bring you good tidings from the Challenge of Nigeria, the umbrella. I bring you good tidings from the Challenge of Bankers of Nigeria, the umbrella for banking education in the country. About 57 years ago, this institution was established, and it has as its core values professionalism, integrity, innovation, and ethics. And I'm also happy to tell you that it's covered by an act of parliament that drives all its activities. Its membership base is about 145,000 people, and it's this membership category are in two models. We have the corporate members and we have individual members. For the corporate members, it comprises of all the banks in Nigeria, commercial banks, merchant banks, microfinance banks, and of course, the regulatory institutions, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, and all other sub-regulatory institutions that has to do with the financial system in relation to banking and finance in Nigeria. The individual members, on the other hand, are categorized into fellows, honorary fellows, associates, honorary senior members, student members, ordinary members, and of course, microfinance certified members. The responsibility of the Institute includes, among others, determining of the standard of knowledge and skills that's to be attained by persons seeking to become members of the banking profession. 2 is for it to conduct professional examinations leading to the award of certificates as may be prescribed by the Institute's Governing Council. And of course, most importantly, furtherance, maintenance, and observance of ethical standards in the banking profession. The Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria is a member of the Alliance of African Institute of Bankers, which is a regional body with about 30 countries coming together. And currently, interestingly, I'm the chairman of that body. And I'm very happy to also say that Ugandan Institute of Banking and Financial Services is a formidable member of this particular body called AAIOB. The Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria is a member of the Alliance of African Institute of Bankers, which is a regional body with about 30 countries coming together. And currently, interestingly, I'm the chairman of that body. And I'm very happy to also say that Ugandan Institute of Banking and Financial Services is a formidable member of this particular body called AAIOB. With a well-conceived and restructured institute like the Ugandan Institute of Banking and Financial Services, the practice of banking and finance will provide the needed capacity development and talent management that will boost this nation's economy and put a check to unethical practices and professional conduct in the center. By compulsion, let me state clearly, in the case of Nigeria, every employee of the banks in Nigeria must be registered as members of the institute. This is the only way we can checkmate the practices, the conduct, and the behavioral tendencies within the industry. Once again, I'd like to congratulate the Uganda Banking and Finance Institute, and of course, in AIOB, we look forward to a very formidable institute that is making waves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's have another round of applause for a message from Nigeria. Like I'd promised that we would have someone from Cavalry, but it seems we have failed to get to him. I don't know why we can fail to get someone from Cavalry and we get someone from Nigeria. Mr. Wilfred is happy about that since he has some West African connections. Okay, we are going now to have another West African message. You can imagine, we are now in West Africa. And we are going to have Charles from Ghana speak to us, share with us the Ghana experience. But as he comes on, I want to welcome all of you who have just joined us. We haven't gone that far. The real gist of the matter is about to come, and our board chair is present to be able to launch our new membership chapter. Okay, if Charles is online, we can have him on. Can you hear me, Charles? Okay, but like I said, it seems it is easier to connect to West Africa than Cavalry. I hope they don't disprove my theory. Yes, okay, as Charles gets on, okay, I think we have Charles now.
Good morning.
Good morning. Continue, Charles. Thank you.
Yes, good morning for having me. I'm excited this morning. As I look around the room, I'm not sure your gathering is in Uganda. You all look very much Ghanaian to me, both the people and the setting. I'm delighted to be with you. In Goreti's opening remarks, she posed a question whether we are in a profession, and I would say yes. We are in a profession because the industry, financial services that we are in, really needs that. And it's a profession because you go through a certain set of specialized training to acquire knowledge and skill. And then in a profession, you also work to a certain code of conduct. And then also you go through a continuing education program throughout your career. So this is what really makes a body of professionals to say that, yes, they are in a profession. It is also important for employers in the financial services sector to work with professionals because then they are assured of quality of the output. And then also the staff are also held to a certain standard in the code of ethics and business conduct, which gives some comfort to employers that their staff would work in a manner that addresses all concerns. So quality of work is assured. Then also the customers, the public. You know, as the world goes through all the changes, we see that customers want somebody they can hold accountable if something goes wrong. It may be seen negatively, but in a sense, what they are really trying to say is that they want quality of service. And you can also, you know, get all these things when the people who are working answer to a code and have been specifically trained and continue to retool, rescaling and upscaling. And you only get that through a profession. And the Chartered Institute of Bankers in Ghana has fulfilled that in Ghana. And from what I have heard so far this morning, and I've also read on your institute, you are doing that. So I would really encourage, you know, the industry in Uganda to support your institute. We have a vibrant professional body here. Members of the institute make up roughly about 25%. I think a little over 25% of the workforce in industry. We continue to strive on. We are learning all the time. Let me say that even though our institute is much older and we've had lots of impact, we also continue to learn from our sister institutes, including the Ugandan Institute of Banking and Finance. But I will encourage you to actually seek an act of parliament that will seek to give legal, you know, underpinnings to the operations of your institute. And I'm also delighted, you know, when Dorothy mentioned collaborations with industry. But I will also encourage you that you formalize these collaborations in the form of a cooperation agreement. And you find that the deliverables will be clearer, you work more effectively. And I'm excited by your new membership scheme that you are launching. And I know it's going to be a great success. I wish you well, continue striving. The work is not done. And we are here, you know, to also work with you and we learn from each other. Thank you very much. Have a fruitful event and may the good Lord bless all our efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you very much. And we are happy you joined us this morning. And this is how we show our happiness here in Kampala. Thank you very much. To bring us to speed, because time is not our best ally, allow me to welcome back Goretti to come and do what she does best. And she's going to present the new UIBFS membership program. and we are glad to be here with her. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Lambert. I want to start by thanking my chair, David Oluse, for those wonderful remarks, and my brother Charles for those wonderful remarks, and I think we are inspired to move even better. So now I would like to talk through this very quickly. Unfortunately, today is all serious, but I want to implore you to enjoy the seriousness, as it were, because we are trying to get to becoming a true profession. So, can we have it up? And I hope I can see it. I'll speak through it very quickly if it's not coming up. I mentioned from the very beginning what we are about, what our mandate is. And in there is the big docket of professionalism. And the objectives have been spoken to. Not very different: training, certification, standards, holding people accountable, running a code of conduct. It's all in there, but it's really to see that we have a vibrant profession in banking and finance, an accountable profession. That's what we are there for in terms of objectives. Now, as I mentioned initially, we were affiliated to the Chartered Institute of Banking in London, and in 1990, we became autonomous. So since 1990, we have had one membership program. The membership program we have had is made up of students. Those are people who come to the institute to learn, and it could be any program. Then we have what we call ordinary members. These are members that have an interest in the institute or have simply finished study and would like to continue to be members of the institute. The next level that we have are the associates. Now, the associates have graduated in a diploma. It's a one-year diploma, one-year program, the diploma in banking. When you graduate from the diploma in banking and you have made 3 years in the industry, you become an associate. And when you become an associate, you now need to wait to become a fellow. You must have worked for 10 years to become a fellow. And you don't automatically become a fellow. You are nominated by fellows. Now, we have about 17 fellows, and we have got about 15,000 people. Okay, well, about 22 or thereabout associates, from whom you're supposed to get these fellows. In between, there is no continuous professional development going on. So I ask you, maybe no wonder that we do not have enough members. Maybe no wonder that the HR people do not find it necessary. Because in any case, if you've got 44 out of 15,000, what is that? If somebody has got to wait for 7 years before they can become a fellow, nominated and handpicked by another fellow, is that it doesn't motivate movement. It doesn't motivate belonging. You become a small thing somewhere that believes in themselves. So we also have honorary fellows, people who have distinguished themselves in the service of banking and finance. That is the structure as it is. And of course, we've got corporate members. Initially, the corporate members we had were those that were regulated by the Bank of Uganda in Tier 1, Tier 2, those commercial banks, credit institutions, MDIs. Those were the people that were, those were the institutions that were part of the corporate membership. This year, and I'd like to appreciate the board very, very much. This year, in May, the board sat and approved a proposal that we gave them to revive the membership so that it can motivate movement, progress, learning, and belonging, and pride. The board approved it. We moved it to the AGM. The AGM approved it. Can we clap for them, please? Thank you for trusting that you're clapping for a good program. So the program has now been restructured to motivate movement. And this is how it is. We continue to have student members. Those will be people who are studying at the institute. Then we shall call people affiliate members. It was felt that ordinary members, it's a good thing, but sometimes people don't want to feel ordinary. So we say, let's call them affiliates. Now, affiliates will be anybody who is interested. So affiliates will be the equivalent of the ordinary member. Somebody who has probably finished studying at the institute, somebody who is working in banking, but doesn't yet feel they should be starting on a real professional journey. Charles mentioned specialized training. So before you get into specialized training, you can be an affiliate. But there is a catch. As an affiliate, you will still go through a basic banking course, which is online. Needed to mention that our programs are online, instructor-led, self-study, and we can do a hybrid. So usually, I worked in banking in the support side. I went in as a marketer. And so because I've gone in as a marketer, some people have gone in as HR, some people have gone in as procurement. Very interestingly, I'll surprise you that recently I was speaking to somebody there in procurement. And I told them, oh, we are coming up with this interesting structure. I said, for everybody in banking. She's like, no, that's not me. And I'm like, but you're working for a bank. I say, no, I'm a consultant actually. I do procurement. So there is the silo kind of work. So what the basic banking course then will do, it will make sure that we have everybody understanding a bit of end-to-end, having a fair foundation of a bit of end-to-end of banking. And we believe that it's only then that everybody can contribute in a manner that is valuable to them and to the industry. Cross-functional relationships. There is no other place that is more key for this than the banking industry because, as you know, everybody gets in as a graduate, not of anything. So if you go in as a scientist, you go through your way, you'll go to the top. You probably go to the top through a certain channel. But how about you understood a bit of banking and what it entails? So the affiliate member, at the very least, in their first year, will do the basic banking course. The next level will be the affiliate professional. The affiliate professional now will have started or studying what we call the Chartered Banker program. The Chartered Banker program is a 3-year certificate program, very much like your SCCA, your CIM, your SIM, your SIPS. So you will do that level, and once you've done that level 1, which, by the way, is equivalent to the former diploma, then you're now an affiliate professional. And you will have a designation from the institute and a professional designation. From the affiliate professional, you then go on to the second level, which in Chartered Banker program we call the executive banker in terms of a professional designation. But in terms of the membership, you will then be an associate. So now you'll have gone through 2 years of specialized training in banking and finance. And it's not just for the bankers. I know so many people who are doing money lending, so many people who have an opportunity in starting business in finance. So there's no better place, or innovations in finance. There's no better place. I know that fintechs or FITSPA has come to us and they say, we don't understand banking or finance, neither do you understand fintech. So there is no better opportunity to understand and merge both to create better value than through the Chartered Banker program. And we are discussing with them to ensure that every module, because it's about application, every module has got an element of that merges the two. So we now have an associate at level 2. Level 3, when you've done your level 3 now, and this is a strategic level, we imagine that level 1 is entry, level 2 is mid-level, level 3 is your strategic level. You now become a member. You are a full member of the institute. And that's quite common. At this level, you are on EXCO, you're probably senior management, and that's where you are, a member of the institute. Between the affiliate professional, bear with me, and the associate is a certificated member. You will ask why. There are many people who have their masters already, masters in anything. There are people with SCCA. There are people with CIM, with those professional programs. They've been in banking. But they are not necessarily affiliates or affiliate professionals. So in there we recognize, and then you become a certificated professional. Now as a certificated professional, you've got a certificate in a profession. But we recognize that effort. And you can decide whether to pick up some of the modules from below or even progress to go higher. So from the membership, a member, you now become a fellow. So as a fellow, at that point as a fellow, you are really distinguished, we could say, in the practice, but also you are learning strategic modules. We do understand and appreciate that we have CEOs in the room, we have EXCO members, we have people who've worked so long in banking. And there is an option, therefore, to do an accelerated. Instead of doing a year at this level, you can do a 12-week accelerated program that will give you the Chartered Banker by Experience certificate. And that gives you, then, as a member, an opportunity to become a fellow. We shall continue to have our honorary members, honorary fellows, for the work that they've done in the industry or for the industry. Now, for all these, this is where I'll need help. For all these, we are going to run a continuous professional development program. As an affiliate, you will need 20 CPDs. Affiliate professional, 25 CPDs. And then 30, 35. They'll be moving up. What does this mean? It means that you do not just be a member and sit back. No. We are going to have programs, and which programs we shall tier. For instance, if it's risk management, whatever it is, we know that an entry-level person will need to learn something different in the same subject. Mid-level will have something different, EXCO will have something different. And we are going to do that. We have worked with the different UBA work streams. So we are developing, we have already developed in credit, in Treasury, thank you very much. The head of Treasury committee is here. In Treasury, in risk and compliance, we've done on credit. We are waiting for HR because we know that even if I'm in risk, I need HR. And we are waiting for, there's another work stream that we are waiting for. We've worked with these work streams to understand the challenges, and they've given us these topics. We have scheduled these topics. So starting February next year, we will have continuous professional development programs delivered to you. Now, as a member, these are covered. You will not pay anything for them. As a non-member, you will pay 35,000 shillings for each to participate. And we're going to have about, because for each work stream we shall have something happening every month and at the different levels. So there's going to be plenty. As a member, If your 10 are done, you will have a subsidized fee that you can pay to get access to the others. And they're going to be recorded, so you can go online and find them and utilize them. That's the Continuous Professional Development Program. Now, of course, we have, on top of that, several opportunities. You can see clearly it's going to be good for your career. The designations will clearly show you as an HR that this designation means this person has gotten to this level. So it should be able to guide the industry. One of the things and I'm surprised they didn't say it, one of the challenges our members kept on saying is we are not recognized. The industry doesn't know us. But now you will know them. You will know them by their knowledge, you will know them by their deeds, because we also have a code of conduct that everybody will be held accountable to. Part of the CPDs will do is that minimum five, will be in ethics and integrity. And so, even as you do those 10 programs, you know that surely we have ethics and integrity, and it would be a standard across the industry if the industry embraced it. Then we have other benefits which have been talked about, the sports gala that we have, the communities. We are now in an era of IT. It is going to be possible to say bankers from Namagunga, and I don't want to be biased, or bankers from Budo, or bankers from, bankers from different places. And it will also be possible to say the operations community or the risk community, because we are going to know you. It will also be possible to have twins, birthday mates. We are going to know you. And we have a program, an online system that we have come up with. It's going to be so much easier for you to enroll, for you to understand, to pay online. All these things are coming through. No more bank drafts, as it has been, and checks. So that is also going to be solved. We're going to have a mentorship program. I want to say that every CEO I met, I've met about 14 now, mostly everyone is excited about mentoring. So we'll have those opportunities, CEO meetups, online of course, and maybe physical, they will tell us. That's going to be possible. And then peer-to-peer mentoring will be possible. I've met so many bankers, 15 years and above, who tell me, I want to train, but they haven't trained at the institute. I've met insurers, Jonan, thank you for being here. I've met insurers who say they would like to train at the institute. So membership will allow you the opportunity to grow as you grow others. They are tiered benefits, and you'll get to see them. Each of you will get a brochure. If you leave us your contacts, we'll send you an e-brochure, just so that you don't touch something that somebody else has touched. And you'll get to know more about the entire program. Corporate membership, before I leave the stage. Corporate membership, the board found it necessary, especially now that we are talking banking and finance, to extend membership initially to regulatory bodies, and I'm excited that Nigeria mentioned that, regulatory bodies in finance, training bodies in finance, banking and finance. The larger MFIs, I think, is our next level, or next approach. And so, as well as bodies that are actually working in finance, for instance, financial sector deepening Uganda, development partners that are working in finance. These also now can become corporate members of the institute because of that realization that we are more than banking and we need to speak the same language. So clearly, as an individual, you can come from wherever you are and become a member. We are also going to have soft skills training. I can say that we have about 100 leadership audio books waiting for you once you become a member. And so business advisory, all this will come through. Anybody can be a member. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you clapped for nothing, but that is the program that we are looking at for you. And we hope that the industry can embrace it. Let's enjoy banking. Let's not just look good. I want to end by saying something I said before, and I'll keep saying it. The profession. Every time I think about bankers, the more I have gone through the month, the financial literacy, the more I realize that it requires behavior change for clients to come on board, the more I realize that competition is not with the customers that we have. Competition is with the customers that we don't have. There are many more. But why don't we have them? 15,000 people. Maybe we are not, when a banker leaves, how many bankers leave the bank? Go out and talk about banking. Leave the environment and go out and talk to a sister about this investment. I've been informed that somehow it happens that when it's payday, the human resource offices tend to have people coming from outside, sometimes looking for money to be paid by the people inside. So you see that we all need this support. We all need this professionalism. We all need this as members. I also keep saying, at home, in a gathering, a doctor will call you. They see you walking and they can tell you have a problem. They'll call you and say, have you, what's happening? What's going on? You look this, you look that. They'll diagnose you and they'll tell you what to do. If they don't, when you go to a party and you have a problem, you will look out for Dr. Auntie or Auntie Doctor, and you go and tell them. The question I ask you, how many bankers look out for people they see in their homes and families and tell them, I think you should do this? Or how many family members come to you as a banker to tell you, I have this problem. What can I do about it? I leave that for you. I think that we can do better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Goretti, for the presentation. And in case there are any questions that may be asked, we can have 2 questions or 3 in case you need something to clarify on this presentation. Let me do it very quick.
Thank you very much. Am I being heard? Yeah, I'm Paul Karmar Ndiargai, FCIB London, and FUIB Uganda. I thank the ED for her program, which she has told us. But there is one thing which I didn't get clearly. I am a life member of Fellow Chartered Institute of Bankers, London. But I didn't hear something about that in Uganda. I don't know whether there is that program also, so that after qualifying for so many this and that, you become a life member. You can pay something, you can do what, up front, and you become a life member. I didn't hear something about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other question? Oh, yes, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you, CEO, for the wonderful work that you are doing at the Institute. And thank you, members. My question is, I'm called Gasta Kainja. I work with Bank of Uganda. My question is, we've been having ordinary members, associate members, and fellows. You are introducing different categories with the different nomenclature. Will these people just transit into the new classifications, or they will be subjected to some exams before they fit into those other new categories? I thank you.
Any other? Okay, let me take one at the back and then final one at the front.
Thank you. Roland Jingo is my name. I'm also privileged to be a member of another body, SCCA. And I was just trying to make a comparison between the membership laid out and the other membership. For SCCA, a student member is one who is currently studying at all levels. When they complete, they become affiliates. When they satisfy all the requirements, they become full members. When they practice for 5 years with continuous professional development, they become fellows. So I'm just wondering whether these who start on the chartered program at the different levels, don't you think they should stay as students until they complete, then become affiliates? Thank you.
Maybe you can do one final one, then we
Okay.
can. Yeah, sorry about that, Courage.
No worries.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank the Institute for a wonderful job, and I'm extremely excited about this program. My name is Jacqueline Ayuru Lutaya. I work for Mercantile Bank and representing my CEO, Mr. Paul Senyumo. My quick question is, like most professional courses, professional development courses that are introduced in different institutions, what are we as the Institute going to do differently to ensure that we increase our membership over the next, say, 5 years, so we move away from the current 5% to at least 10, 15% in the near future? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. And I sort of, let me start in the order that the questions have been given. Dear fellow, what I forgot to mention was that we didn't leave any stone unturned. We have an exemption and credit transfer policy. The exemption and credit transfer policy will first of all recognize your qualification. And that's part of the work of the Senate. We shall then know, and they just passed the policy, if it is like for like, then you will actually be, you will be welcomed into the membership of the chartered, of the Uganda Institute of Banking. So the credit transfer policy is clear. SCCA, CIM, Masters in Finance, all these programs, it's very clear. So we shall find a way of making sure that you get to where you're supposed to be. For instance, it's very clear that everybody has been in banking for a very long time. And the credit transfer policy and exemption is supposed to recognize the fact that you've spent time working. So there's an experience element. And you will be able to do exams if you feel that you don't have to go through class, but you can do the Chartered Banker 2 exams, do them. And convince the Institute, or the Senate for that matter, that you're actually worthy of it. So that has been really taken care of. The issue, and I hope I'm understood, because everybody's at management, many people are management, exco, they want to know where they fit in. That has been dealt with. It should also be possible now to the original members or the members that have the current designations. It should also be possible for you to just do modules. We've had that, you've seen that, and say I'll do this module and this module, because for instance, the associates feel just align with the first level of the affiliate professional. But we agreed that the associates will remain associates, because that's what they have been. But we believe in professionalism, and it will be clear you're an associate of a particular period. It will be clear what you have done. Something to remember is that, and that answers the next question, student member, Because of the presentation didn't come up, I needed to tell you that we shall have a membership designation and a professional designation. When you are a student, it's understood you can't do as many CPDs because you're studying. It's understood you're already paying tuition fees, and therefore you have a less fee for membership. And I'll request the membership manager, when he comes to show you the simulation, to talk through the tiers of membership fees for the new structure. So you will pay 100,000 because you're a student. You won't pay the money other people are paying. But you will have a professional designation. So for instance, you may be a fellow, yeah? But when your designation is chartered banker. So if you stop paying your dues as a fellow, or if you stop, you're not a fellow of the institute, right? The membership is different. You may not even be required, if you're not a member, to do the CPDs, because you're not a member. But you will remain with your professional designation. They'll know you did the chartered banker program. So those two will vary. So employers will need to know the professional designation and the membership designation. Somebody continues to upgrade themselves. While the other will tell you somebody is a graduate of ABCD. Growing, very interesting. Again, there's likely to be a bit of inertia. But here is here is the situation. The Chartered Banker Program, luckily, has been accredited by National Council for Higher Education as equivalent to a degree program. Now, every time, if you are a graduate and you've done tourism and you go into banking, you've got to learn banking afresh and you've got to get experience. Currently, we are also going to welcome new crop straight from university, straight from S6. If you want to go into finance, there's no need to go elsewhere. So we believe that we are going to bring in new crop into banking, and which crop will have both banking and fintech, because we want to try as much as possible to do that. On the other hand, we have 15,000 members out there. Our hope and belief is that they would like to enjoy banking more. They would like to add more value to themselves. They would like to consult. Oftentimes, it's only when you take a professional course that you can actually leave and even be able to stand on your own and consult. So what we are doing is to give you value. That's the first thing. I spoke to one CEO and they said, pull us, don't push us. So we are hoping we are pulling you by giving you value. Thank you very much. I think in the interest of time, so I would like...
My answer about life membership.
Oh, okay. My apologies. Life membership is going to be possible. We are all here, and the reason we've come is to make sure that we have all those things addressed. So let's promise that you can have life membership that you will pay for. And actually, when I spoke to Nigeria, I'm told they've got a number of senior members who are no longer in employment, who are no longer even consulting, but they pay, or they've paid, and they still participate. So yes, that will happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the clarifications, Goretti. We shall have more questions as we go along, and we are here to make sure that we get our answers correct. Very quickly, since time is not our best ally, allow me to welcome Mr. Sulaiman Samakula to take us through the membership portal and how it's going to be navigated through. Mr. Samakula, a few minutes for you, and thereafter we shall have a word from our board chair, and then we go into the launch of our new membership program. which my dear CEO will help me with that.
Thank you, MC. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sema Kola Suleiman, and I work as the Membership and Business Development Manager at the Institute. The CEO has made in her presentation, we have revised the membership program to make sure that our members get the best experience when they become members of the Institute. So the idea behind this portal is to make sure that everything that we do, every member interactions with the Institute is online. But like she made in her presentation, we have expanded the levels of our membership from previously 5, now we have 8. So we start with the first level, which is basically a student. It has not changed. So when you look at the old structure and the new structure, we still have students forming the first level of our membership. And then we have now introduced the second level of our membership. Previously, we had ordinary members being the second level of our membership. Now we have changed from ordinary to affiliate. So now the second level of our membership is affiliate. From there, somebody progresses to the next level, which is affiliate professional. And then when you want to professionalize further by enrolling for our Chartered Banker program, you start progressing to the next level, which is the affiliate professional. And then from that level, you move on to the next level, which is the certified professional. That is basically level 4. And then the 5th level is associate. So previously we had graduates of our certified professional banker program who would apply and become associates of the Institute. Now with this new structure, somebody must be able to enroll for our chartered banker. Then once you've completed part of those levels, you progress in our structure according to according to how fast you are able to complete one level to another. So from certified professional, you move to associate, then from associate, you become a full member of the Institute. So at this level, we expect that you've completed our chartered banker program, and then you are now a full member of the Institute. So at this level, we expect people to have a lot of knowledge about the industry, and then we give you the provision, we give you the allowance to progress to the next level, which is a fellow of the Institute. So previously we had this level as well, fellow, and it's going to be still at the same level. So we'll still have this level, and our former fellows will still sit at this stage of our new structure. And then we also previously had honorary fellows. So this structure, under the new structure, we still have honorary fellows. And these are people who are distinguished, who have offered distinguished service in the banking and financial services industry. And we still recognize that the people who have contributed to the sector, and they need to be recognized in a special way. So we still have this category, even under the new program. So to take you briefly through our membership portal, as I've earlier on said, that it is meant to give the best membership experience to our members when they come to be a part of the Institute. So the the membership portal is www.uibfs.or.uk. It is www.sms.uibfs.or.ug. So any of our members who wants to join the Institute as a member, previously these processes have been more manual, but we've decided to give our members a new experience by making sure that all the interactions, all the registration are done online. So when you log into that portal, you are able to go straight into applying for the different categories that I've mentioned. And here you should be able to fill in your biodata, upload your academic document, upload your CV, and then once all that is done, you are able to submit your registration to, you click on submission, and then you're taken to the next stage whereby these documents have to be reviewed on the back end by officers from the institute. Then once your application is successful, you get feedback that everything is fine, and then you're able to continue. But however, this system is able to capture everything that you've put into, all the biodata that you've put into the system should be able to be captured, and then you're able to get feedback from the institute whether your application is successful or not. If it's not, then we give you feedback on what you need to do, or the kind of information that you need to supply. So all this feedback is given online, and then you're able to proceed to the next level where you're able to pay for the membership, the membership subscription. And here, again, you have an auto-generated invoice where you're able to know how much you're supposed to pay. And then we also have online payment options where you're able to select which option you need to pay, and then you're able to pay. If you have a Visa card and any other online payment system, then you're able to pay online. So we have made it certain that everything that you do is online, so that we try to minimize physical interactions. Everything is online. The benefits about this new system is that you're able, like I've said, all the registration is online. You're able to amend your biodata online. You're able to get messages notifying you about your membership status, about renewals of your membership, about how much you have to pay, about events happening at the institute. And then, most importantly, the CEO talked about the CPD program. So all this is actually embedded on this system where you're able to track your CPDs. You're able to know how much how many points you've generated over the year, and then you're able to even know the upcoming CPDs. So it gives you that allowance where you're able to know when you're supposed to do and apply for these different CPDs as they happen. And lastly, this system is able to give us internally a report about all our membership status in form of the different categories and what the different, the different biodata about the different areas, like how many males, females. So it gives us that allowance to be able to sieve and get to know everything about our members, as long as everything has been entered into the system. So we're able to track all that. So most importantly, this system, like I've earlier on said, that should be able to give our members the best experience they can when they're joining the institute as members. Thank you very much.
So this is the time. We are remaining bankers. This is the time to officially launch the new membership structure and program. And I'm going to request our guest of honor to come to the front. But I'll also request that you are escorted by the MDs present. Please do come. Mr. Mumba, Mr. Ahma, and the MDs present in the room, please come to the front. And we do this, led by the board chair.
When he puts a full stop on the signature, you do the clapping.
I'm fine. I only call, but we managed to do the letter, eh?
Okay. You will have the chair.
Thank you very much. Allow me to speak. You have sanitized this. Please allow me to speak without a mask. I believe I'm more than 2 meters. And this has been sanitized. Let me start with the protocols first. The chief executives present and representatives of the various supervised financial institutions. Mumba, you're very welcome. Ahmed, thank you for coming. Florence, I saw you sitting behind. Thank you very much for coming. Our various strategic partners, I think that Goretti went through that list very ably, together with the sponsors. Our online audience listening to us, including the wonderful gentlemen who spoke from Nigeria and Ghana. I remember them very well when I worked for United Bank for Africa. Staff, colleagues at the Institute, Goretti, yourself, the various members of the Institute present, the press who are partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for honoring our invitation. I am standing here on behalf of the chair of the board. The chairman of our board is Dr. Louis Kasekende, the immediate past deputy governor, Bank of Uganda, who is in Tanzania and couldn't be here this morning. I also speak on behalf of the other board members. Ahmed is here, but some of the other colleagues are engaged. As you know, it's end of year and a lot of engagements. I want to thank Polycarp. It's nice to see you after a long time. Polycarp spoke earlier on about life membership. Polycarp, many years back, even when I was a student, he was in Cooperative Bank, and they steered this country and the industry. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you very much. Goretti, I want to thank you for the whole month. A lot of work has been done on the question of literacy through the theme of Your Money can. And I'll speak briefly about it and then go into the membership today. Financial literacy is key, very, very important, because it empowers people. In my earlier years in banking, as a retail officer, as a manager, as a customer service sales officer, we saw a lot caused by gaps in knowledge. And I remember many years when we started the investment clubs, and we started in Kampala here. I was in DFCU then, and went down to Owino. I think it's called St. Balikudembe Market now. And something as simple as the ladies who sell matoke, granuts, if you observe them for about 3 hours, anybody who passes with some pancakes, they say, give me some pancakes here. It's 50 shillings, 100, they eat that. Granuts. And so we said, look, do you know how much you spend by just speaking a little bit in the course of the day, in the course of 8 hours in a day? If you just formed an investment club and keep throwing in what you would have spent the whole day, you will be surprised at the end of the month. And when we introduced investment clubs, they formed their club and kept on dropping in whatever little they would get as they trade, which perhaps they would spend otherwise. And in 12 months, they had saved enough money to buy a truck and bring matoke for themselves from Western Uganda. So just the difference and the power of empowering people. I worked for Barclays then, now proudly ABSA, and we opened branches across this country. I think Barclays gave me the opportunity to travel to nearly every part of this country. I think it's only the district of Kisoro that I have not had opportunity, and I hope that probably I will visit that place one of these days. And when we opened branches, you know, the way we set up branches, it has glass, tiles, and in some of these remote areas, Amola Tar district, do you know where that is, Mumba? Yeah, Pader. They are remote parts of the country. And when we went for the launch ceremony, yeah, the population feared to come and said, the branch is open, come inside. And said, they removed shoes and said, perhaps we will not enter here. And this was a service center for the community. So it had to take a lot of work. And therefore, I thank you very much for the campaign you have been running and the wonderful things money can do. But this morning is about the new membership program. And I liked the questions answered and what you took us through. When the persons who spoke first in terms of their experience, and they said everything that we wanted to say. The intention about this membership program, and we have 16,000 people are working in the regulated financial institutions alone. Remember, there are lower tiers now and many other service providers. And with the National Payment Systems Act now law, there are many more players coming into the payment space. So the need for empowering people with knowledge, and even those who've gone through with refreshing and getting additional insights, because banking and the financial sector is changing rapidly, never like before. And therefore, constantly updating oneself is important. And therefore, advancing yourselves professionally is critical to learn, but also to appreciate challenges that are happening. We have very many people in the banking sector who suddenly have to supervise teams and may not have the experience of managing teams, especially managing young people. Again, I used to manage a sales force of nearly 1,000. And young guys would come in their jeans, and you're telling them, go and see the HR of Total and sell them personal loans. And the guys in jeans, their hairstyles, which are, and so on and so forth. Today, there are ethical issues. Last year we had challenges of compromise of customer information, where they would say, so-and-so has this balance, so many billions in their bank account. Ethics and integrity. And yet, perhaps you may think that some of our biggest trade is money, but it is that confidentiality, the ability to protect data. And now there's a law in place that has heavy penalties when we have breaches, whether as custodians, processors, or otherwise. So membership and the benefits that come with them will be very, very, very critical. There is the issue of fraud today. And as we go more digital, it's becoming more sophisticated, much more sophisticated. And as we develop more digital products, you need to just not know the features, the risks, and the fraud trends. There are people who've taken it as a duty 24/7 to find how to defraud financial institutions. And financial institutions keep people's money, therefore defraud everybody else. So it's important to keep abreast with these trends and empower yourselves, address challenges that come with them, and of course empower yourself. Like Goretti said, staff of financial institutions, you represent the institution from wherever. They see you as the institution. And therefore, if you are not equipped, if you are not knowledgeable, if you are not refreshing, if you don't know the subject matters, the representation is not as good. But also it doesn't help both yourself and the community in which you went to serve. Of course, there is a lot of work for the institute itself, that it adds value and that value is felt and the offering is well appreciated. And I think in addition to what has been shared, as a board, we'll continue to add value and content in their various programs. But the institution is being repositioned. Goretti is a fairly new CEO for the institute. We concluded the recruitment early this year. And we are going to bring on board many more resource persons and affiliates. And we will tap onto the life members who bring in the wealth of experience, as well as international bodies to share experiences. As an industry, we want to recognize the training that you get from the institute so that for promotions and subsequent upgrades, the certificates and papers and categories of membership becomes a mandatory requirement that we recognize as we promote, because then that adds value and gives weight. That's one of the ways in which then the membership categories carry value. And like the gentleman from West Africa said, if we embed this in our structures and make them formal, it becomes more important. So we are looking forward, because when you had Nigeria, Nigeria is a unique country when he said 140,000 members. Okay, we are about 16,000 or thereabout financial staff in the regulated institutions. But we haven't hardly touched that 16,000. And as graduates come, join the banking sector, they start working, and upskilling then can become a challenge. And as a result, sometimes we have suffered reputational challenges across the industry. And whenever the financial sector suffers reputational challenges, it is bad for the country. So we are looking forward. This particular launch is meant to speak to the membership, especially the individual category across the industry, that please become a member and be proud of it, and espouse the values and professionalism required of a banker. You know, these days, because the airwaves and social media is available 24/7 to everybody, everybody becomes an expert. Sometimes we faced crisis in the industry and there are comments thrown all over the place, and they are experts. That is the reality of today. But I think for those for whom this is intended, it is important that you are sufficiently grounded so that you can challenge falsehoods and put across what is good, what makes the sector stable, because the entire economy depends on the stability and strength of a financial system. And until you are yourself grounded, you can be swayed and mislead the economy. So Goretti, I want to thank you and your team for this work. This is just the beginning. A launch is the beginning. A launch is like an announcement. It means that the engagement must happen at the institutions themselves, and that they see value in being a member, and they see recognition in being a member, and that they are constantly refreshing themselves. Also for management, again, very good comments that I had from the various associations. ACCA, they have a methodology in which the membership categories are recognized and so on. We never stop learning, and therefore it can be good to keep comparing and benchmarking across with the other professionals, the lawyers, the architects, the medical profession and all the others. So we look forward to this particular day's event to expand that membership, especially in the individual category, but more importantly, to enrich and empower our members so that they can do best what the industry should be doing. So once again, I thank you very much for coming, and I thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our chief guest and our chairman, for those kind words and very informative. Another round of applause for our... Yes, I want to thank you for managing to stay with us until this time. In the next 15 to 20 minutes, we should be wrapping up everything. But before we do that, I have a few gifts to give away, and then also we have a beautiful cake there. So give us about those 10, 15 minutes such that we wrap up. But right now, allow me to invite a congratulatory message from our partners in Kenya, 2 minutes, and then Tanzania, 2 minutes. Those are the 4 or 5. Then we do our gift or award certificate ceremony. Thank you for bearing with us.
My name is Chief Executive Officer and Head of Training, Learning and Development, the Kenya Institute of Bankers. As the Kenya Institute of Bankers, we are extremely proud of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Finance as you launch your membership program. This is an important milestone for your institute, and we are happy to share in this important milestone. The new membership program will not only place the institute preferably in the banking industry, it will also create value for all banks, bank staff, and those intending to pursue a career in banking. The membership program will be pegged on 3 important attributes. Number 1, academic qualifications. Number 2, professional experience. And number 3, continuous professional development, CPD. Under this program, we are certain that this will be a merit-based recognition within the banking industry, hence making the banking industry attractive to everyone. This growth is in the right direction. Members will feel alive and appreciated by the Institute. With this kind of membership levels and benefits, members will derive value from the Institute. The Kenya Institute of Bankers, as a sister institute, assures you of our full support. We would have loved to join you physically as you launch your membership program, but the current restrictions have posed a huge challenge in us being there with you physically. Under our umbrella body, the African Alliance of Institutes of Banks, as African institutes, indeed, we have something to learn from the Uganda Institute of Banking and Finance. Once again, good job, well done. To the entire management and staff of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Finance, we wish to salute you. We wish to specifically appreciate the Chief Executive Officer, Uganda Institute of Banking and Finance, Goreti Masade, for a good job well done in steering and leading the team in launching this value-adding program. Good job well done.
Okay, can I have the 3 minutes for Tanzania?
Hello from Tanzania. My name is Patrick Mususa. I am the Executive Director of the Tanzania Institute of Bankers, also the sister institute to the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, with whom we have been cooperating for a number of years in joint examinations and also joint programs such as the East African Banking School. I, representing my institute, TIOB, would like to express our extreme celebrations and pride in seeing a sister institute go through a transformation such as remarkable as their membership program. The Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services has reached a milestone in bringing forth this new membership program. It is a new offering in terms of membership services, which are value-driven, which are career-driven, realizing the need for the professional banker to continue to grow their skills, their experience, and also to continue to grow their professional profile and their career profile, as well as their skills and knowledge base as they journey through their lives in this professional career in banking. We recognize the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services contributions in the region in terms of the content that they've been able to bring to the banking schools that we've done together. And we are very excited to see the talent that is going to be groomed from this new membership program. We congratulate you and we wish you all the best and every success in rolling out the new membership program.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, another round of applause for our neighbors and partners. I want to thank them for being with us this morning. Now, to finalize with our certificates, let me request our CEO to kindly help me come and stand here. And then I will be calling out one by one. Don't worry, I will sanitize you after you have done the exercise. Okay, we're going to start with our strategic partners and platinum sponsors. And let me request Bank of Uganda, if you're here with us, to kindly come and enjoy this moment. Okay. You please clap for Bank of Uganda. You remember they are our... I've been corrected that it is the chairman now to do it. So please, I had prepared some other big stuff, but well, take everything away. Okay. Don't worry, I will sanitize you after the function. Thank you. Financial sector deepening Uganda. Anyone with us here? Uganda Bankers Association. Aha, there should be someone. Yes, our dear MD is here. Thank you. Uganda Insurers Association. Thank you for being here. Those are your fans that are clapping. Summit Consulting Limited. For all the help, you have been superb. Please, thank you very much. FITSPA, if you are here with us this morning, please come and join us. Anyone from the fintech? Okay. Our platinum sponsor, Bank of Africa, Uganda. Okay. Very quickly, our other partners and sponsors, Ugaford Microfinance. Yes, they're still with us. Thank you for being with us. Okay. Our dear MD. Oh. Okay. Thank you for joining us. This one, the next one goes to Absa Bank. Thank you for being here. Our team captain is with us. Thank you very much, sir. KCB Bank, are you with us? KCB. Okay, thank you for the help. Equity Bank, Uganda. Equity team. EcoBank, Uganda. If you're still with us. Okay. EFC, Uganda. EFC. Okay. Thank you for the support. Centenary Bank, Uganda Limited. Thank you very much. Mrs. Mawege is with us. Thank you very much for being with us. Stanbic Bank, Uganda. Stanbic. Okay. Finca, Uganda, if you are still with us, want to thank you in absentia. Bank of India, thank you for the support. Pride Microfinance. Okay, you are online, I can hear you. Opportunity Bank. Okay, we have Opportunity Bank with us. Thank you. As Opportunity shares the moment, let me request Housing Finance Bank if they are with us. Thank you so much, Housing Finance Bank. Okay, Bank of Baroda. Oh yes, we have Bank of Baroda. Thank you for being here. BRAC Uganda Bank, if you're still with us. Oh yes. Thank you very much. Okay, without wasting any time, let me request to move to the cake point. But before that, I think I'd promised to make sure you are as clean as you came. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to do the cake cutting. A function without a cake has never been one, even in the morning like this one. So all of us, all our eyes at the front. At the count of 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us. Allow me to request the chief guest and our team captains to sit as we try to serve them the cake. For any conclusive remarks, let me request our CEO to say 1 or 2 words before we depart.
As we eat cake, I know that the function is formally ended, but since we are going to eat cake, I would like to request Ronald. Ronald had prepared a beautiful presentation to show you the poll results during the awareness month. And since you're eating and the formal thing is done, she can take you through and know what happened then. So, please come. So we prepared a small token of appreciation to our speakers, and we have 2 speakers present, and I'm told that will come, and I'll request you to stand up again, our chair, just to appreciate them when the tokens come, and something else will find you where you are. I would like to also recognize Jemima, please stand up. And your token will come. Jemima, I think Jemima was at each and every webinar. She's a very successful lady with business interests in tourism. She's got what you would love to have by the side of lakeside of Victoria. Let me put it that way, in Entebbe. I was amazed to see her every day. And she called and said, I learned so much. So we really appreciate you for coming, and your token too will come. Thank you. Okay. May I invite Ms. Jane Francis Nakata? And the campaign is right here, so you remember. Certificate of appreciation awarded to Ms. Alice Matalam for speaking to us on the topic of money and family. That was Saturday, I remember now, during the first department. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's this time when you can't shake hands. No, you will do that. Please come back. Yes. Let us take up the best student. All right, so thank you so much. Ronald, if you're able to quickly otherwise leave that here. Let's here with us till this time, for keeping time, and for enjoying yourself. I also want to thank you for signing up already. Thank you and have a good day.
Mr. MC, you know, events like these and days like these, looking around and thinking about where we've come with the whole awareness month, it just makes me want to say, you know, one of the key, one of the most trending, you know, slogans, which is on today. But this time I won't say Katumba. I'll only say Goretti, oh yeah. Our chief guest has already said it. Goretti has done a very great job. This started as the whole, I'm here to wrap up the awareness month. It all started with a thought from our CEO. She suggested it and pushed all of us to go through or to follow through the leadership. I want to say, Chief, we are honored to be under your leadership and guidance. Thank you so much. Thank you, boss. It's really an honor to be under your leadership. Briefly about the Awareness Month. We've had impact. You had, you know, in the beginning when Lambert, our MC, was inviting someone to speak from Kabale. That was Hire Ephraim. He stays in Kabale, but he has tuned in. He has been with us since that time until yesterday, and I know he's on call right now. We have another very good student. This is Jemima Semakade. Jemima, please, if you could just stand and say hi. We've had people commit to the webinars, to the different webinar events that we've organized. And I want to tell you, our impact has been countrywide. People from Kabale, another one from Arua, and so many others from different parts of the country. We want to say thank you so much. I've just been informed that we need to get the entire team of UIBFS to come on board, please, because this has been a team effort. You're all invited to come to the floor, please.
Very quickly.
Very quickly.
Very quickly. That is,
we had another very good student, Maria Ngondu Toreine. I invited her for the event today. Is Maria here with us? Maria is not here with us. Okay. Are we having any more members of staff come up here? This is the team that has been this is the team which has been doing the great job, making sure that we get the webinars every day, making sure that events like these can be arranged.
I would like to say a very, very big thank you to the team. When Diana is not around, I struggle. I say, good morning, gentlemen. The lady thing is has eluded us a bit, but we shall get there. And I would like to thank you so much. I want to thank them in your presence for doing everything possible to make sure that we get this off the ground. And it worked. I challenged them, they challenged me, we challenged each other, and here we are. We have David, who does the computing training. We've got Apollo on WOW, who is our finance person. He kept asking, where is the money for this month? He said it's coming. We have Benedict. Benedict is in charge of our membership. He works with Sulaiman, who is the manager. Benedict, thank you. We have Benjamin, who works with Apollo in Finance. We've got Richard. Richard, I think, is the longest serving. He's our registrar. All the academic programs, he's in charge of that. We have Sulaiman, who you saw. He's managing membership. Then we've got the guy in the kitchen permanently, Derek. Young, IT. He always confuses us. He writes things and we wonder what he's talking about. We have Geoffrey. Geoffrey Mukasa is partnership, training and partnership executive. He's the one who is always with the HR people. And then we've got Diana. Diana supports me. She's executive assistant. So I'd like to really, as an assistant to the CEO, I'd like to thank you all very much. Now, Ronald, another big story. Ronald is another partnership and education manager officer. But when we were starting the webinar, we needed somebody to moderate. He will tell you his story. Every time I send out and it's Ronald moderating, I get things like, he's such an amazing job. But he hadn't done it. He has his own story. So thank you, team, so much for being an amazing job. Be blessed.
Thank you so much, Chief, and thank you so much to the team. Thank you so much, colleagues. It's an honor to be working together. Just like Chief just said, that kind of effort to moderate the webinars just started with a question. You know, when I was challenged to do it, I wasn't ready, and the question was, when are you going to be ready? And that marked the beginning of that kind of work. I'll put up something, and this is just to show you how we progressed with the events. Just to show you how we have performed and how the progress of the event has been. Derek, if you can help me. In the beginning, we had goals. We challenged ourselves to achieve the following: to sensitize citizens about the importance of financial literacy, to excite and stimulate public debate, to foster partnerships and coordination within the banking and financial services sector, and lastly, to promote career opportunities and professionalism. And I'm sure we achieved all these. Our key messages have been hinged on the 7 pillars of the financial services, of the financial literacy curriculum, as set out by Bank of Uganda. Personal financial management, savings, loans, investment, insurance, planning for old age, and financial service providers. Derek, am I being challenged here? You are the IT person. Please give me a hand. You are the IT person. Please give me a hand. Okay, we're good. We used various communication channels, like you've been seeing, including live webinar events on Zoom that many of you have attended, social media broadcasts of events on Facebook, tweeting key messages of the campaign on Twitter. We also have a dedicated portal. That portal is going to be operational until the next session or the next event of the Awareness Month. We also had physical events, for example, the launch of the campaign, the Digital Financial Inclusion Summit, which was held at Grand Imperial Hotel. We have interviews with the media, just what we are seeing our leadership having right now, and radio and television talk shows. Those are the different channels that we have used to to the public or to spread the message. We have had key successes. In other words, we have managed to achieve the objectives of the month to a greater extent. And some of these successes include information dissemination around financial literacy. We managed to put out a lot of information regarding financial literacy. Behavior change aspirations, we are going to see how. Excitement and debate on the topic of financial literacy. Knowledge on core aspects of financial literacy awareness. And lastly, conducting polls to establish the level of awareness on all pillars of financial literacy. I will start with a brief on how we delivered on information dissemination around financial literacy. 1,523 people tuned into our live webinar events for the entire period of the Awareness Month. We had a viewership of 1,523 people. That's how many people we managed to reach. We had another 1,033 posts that were generated on Twitter on the day of the campaign launch. And these tweets or these messages reached 433,366 people, plus another 934,673 impressions, people who saw our messages. UIBFS content published on Facebook during the Awareness Month hit 770,843 posts. We managed to reach 114,320 people with over 1.2 million impressions. That is a milestone in as far as dissemination of information is concerned. We created excitement and ignited debate on the topic of financial literacy. Right from the beginning, at the launch, people were eager to learn about financial literacy. For example, we have comments and feedback that came in from different participants. For example, one comment from Robert Afema saying this is a fantastic campaign. Financial literacy has long been ignored in our country. Thank you, UIBFS. That shows you how people got excited, how people were eager and thirsty for knowledge in the financial literacy arena. Derek? We also managed to create knowledge around core aspects of financial literacy, awareness. Throughout the month, many participants appreciated the learning they acquired. We generated knowledge and people appreciated the knowledge that they acquired. One comment came through from Agnes Ikuret saying, I run a small retail shop. I have learned making a budget and spending according to the plan. Saving is a must. Thank you, UIBFS, for this initiative. These are some of the comments that came through from people who had acquired knowledge and they were happy with the kind of learning that they had achieved. We always conducted polls, and when we look at the age distribution of the majority of the attendants, you can see that most of the attendants came through in the age range of 26 to 35 years. Another category that was so popular with the event was that between 36 and 45 years. So you can see how thirsty people within these age ranges are for financial literacy. I would love to stop at that. We conducted quite a number of more polls regarding the different 7 pillars on savings, on personal financial management, on investment, and many others. This information is going to be available on our portal. You can reach it at yourmoneyken.or.ug. I thank you all.